Welcome to day 3 of building Python project. I'm so happy that you are joining me on this journey. And as you are writing this code, as I'm writing this code, make sure you code along with me. Then also make sure to check all the other some of my social media platform, and don't forget to subscribe, to like the video, and also share, because that will really help. Today we are going to be building a who pays the bills, who pays the bills program. What does the program do? What this program does is that it's, let's say you and your friend, you went to a restaurant, and that concept by everybody eats, and people have to drop their card. So whichever card the waiter picks will pay the bills. So we can actually build this and model this using a Python program. So I've analyzed it step by steps on how to do it. So the first step is we have to import the random module. So you know what random module does, to randomize, for randomization, to pick randomly, okay, who we pay. Then 2 is to create an empty list and users and input to get the names from the user. Okay. Then 3 is to create an infinite loop that keeps asking for names until the user doesn't get input anymore. Then 4, to check if the list is not empty, and 5 is to randomly choose who pays the bill. So it's as simple as that. So if you're ready, let us go straight into the program. So the first thing we do is to import the random module. So if you are importing your random module, you have to, it has to be at the top level. So we start by importing import random. Okay, enter. So we have successfully imported the random module. The next thing to do is to create an empty list. So let's create a list and call it list of names. So create it, and it's an empty list. So this is an empty list. This has to create an empty list, just square bracket and nothing inside. Then an empty list. Then the next thing we can do is to use this to get something we call names. So our input, we are going to use input function. So let's just call it names, and we use the input function. Okay, so this will allow everybody to drop their card. Their card is equivalent to their names. So let's see, we can ask, what is your name? What is your name? Okay, and ask what is your name. Let's use backslash and see. I don't have backslash on my laptop, so I have to go download. So backslash. Okay, this is forward slash. So I've seen a backslash. Let's see. Copied. And let's go back to the code. So what we want to use this backslash for is to go to the next line. So use backslash and n to go to the next line in your code. Then we have done this. So this loop now this line of code will keep asking us for the names. Okay. Then the next thing now to do is to create an infinite loop that asks for names until the user doesn't give names anymore. So we can ask for it. So how do we do that? Then we are going to say while true. Okay, something must happen. Now let us copy this line of code, this line 5. Let us cut it out from here and paste it inside this one, because we want this thing to keep continuing, to keep asking. So why true? Okay, so that keep asking us for the names. Okay, then if names is equal to empty strings, okay, so is equal to empty strings. So what do we mean? We mean that if the user does not put anything, then that code will break. In as much as the user doesn't put anything, you understand, the code will break. But if the user keeps typing in names, the code will continue. So that is it. Then, and at that point, there is something we want to do. We want to append whatever is coming in. So we want to append. Append means you want to add to the list. So we want to add to the list. So list of names, then dot append. So we want to append. What are we appending? We are appending the names that the user is putting. Okay, the names they are putting, we want to append it to that list. So that is that. Then the next thing is for us to go out of that infinite loop. So once we go out of that infinite loop, what we now want is that first of all, we want to check if the list of names is empty. So how do we do? Well, we can say if list of names okay. Then if list of names, what do we want? First thing is that if list of names, then we want to randomly, so we want to randomize the names in that. So we can say if list of names, then what we want is to randomly, so we can now say list of names now. That is, if the list of names is not empty. Do you understand? That's what it means. If the list of names is not empty, dot random, then dot coming. You can say random dot choice, and inside you can say list of names. Okay, then let's say everything variable called name. Okay, then the next thing we do is first of all let us print out. Let's print out the lists and see what we have in the list. So have strings and let's see this f strings and see this is the list. We want to put list of names. That's what we want. So then what we now do next is print. We want to print who will pay the bill now. So we can now say whosoever comes. So we can now say name, whichever name is selected at random, we pay the bill. Okay, then else. So we have checked. It is supposed to be 5. Then we have checked. Okay, we have been able to do that. Then finally, we can just say else. Okay, what happens? Else print. You can say no names in the list. Okay, we have written a lot of code, so let's test it out and see how it works. So first thing is we start. Okay, so it's asking us what is name. So let me put supposed to take me to a new line. Yeah, good. Then let me click on enter. You see now, so it keep asking me. It will keep asking me that code, that loop, that infinite loop we created, that code block will keep running until until I enter. I didn't enter name. Maybe I just press on enter, I click on enter. So it keep repeating. Now we have Gabriel. So let's see. I also have a friend too that we're in together. His name is Adif. Okay, then Isaac also. Then let's see. Let's see Joseph. And of course all went all together. And let's see Michael. And finally let's see Israel. Okay, so now it's asking me for name again. So imagine that I didn't put anything, I just press on enter. So first of all, what it does is it prints out, said the list. This is the list. Okay, so this is the list: Gabriel, Adefe, Isaac, Joseph, Michael, Israel. Then it says Isaac pays the bill. So after in the randomization process, so the program was able to pick Isaac. Okay, so it was able to pick Isaac, so which means Isaac ATM was picked, Isaac card was picked, and it was Isaac that pays for the bill. So next time you go to restaurant and you get that deliberating who will pay the bill, you can quickly write a Python program to help you know who is going to pay. Alright, now I hope you enjoy writing this code with me. Make sure you subscribe, you like the video, and share with your friends. So more projects are going to be coming, real life project. Make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, share this video, and drop your comment. Okay, how you feel about the video, what you think. If there's any modification, you can also modify and also send it to me so that we'll see it together. Follow me on GitHub. Okay, follow me on GitHub. Thank you.